Good evening, everyone. This is Robert, RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting game of Inside Pitch. The 1976 season is on the air. In my opinion, the most exciting baseball game, tabletop game you can play. Today's date is July 23rd, 76. We are at Memorial Stadium. Tonight, it's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And tonight's game was pretty important, maybe more for the Brewers than it's for the Orioles. The Brewers come into this game at 35-51. And right now, the Brewers, with only 35 wins, they trail Cleveland, who is in third place right now in the American League East, by 10 wins. So that's a lot. The Baltimore Orioles are 43-47. They only trail the Indians by 2 wins in the American League East. They are in fourth place. So the Brewers trying to stay playoff relevant. The Orioles trying to get closer and closer for that third playoff spot as BBBB joins us here at Memorial Stadium. I think we got a very good pitching matchup tonight, so let's get right to the game. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, the great Jim Palmer. 22 wins, 13 losses, 2.51 ERA. Palmer gets the start tonight. Steeler fan joins us also here at Memorial Stadium. The Brewers historically won this game 4-3. They had 11 hits and no errors. The Orioles had 7 hits and 1 error. So let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Brew Crew, center fielder Von Joshua, 266 average, 5 homers, 30 RBIs. Using black and orange dice and white dice for the Orioles, they are the home team. Palmer will pitch and start the game off. 6-5 against the lefty. That's going to be a blank. Joshua 5-5 against a righty, and he just grounds that to second base. And, of course, I forgot my chart. Here I am reaching for it, and I don't have it. That's okay. 1 out. Doesn't take long to set that up. Next batter, third baseman Don Money, 267 average, 12 homers, 62 RBIs. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 6-4. That is a home run chance. Money against a righty is a 16. That's a 9. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run for Don Money. Oh, Don Money starts it off with the Brewers to get him a big solo jack right off of Palmer. And that's the way the game's going to start for the Brew Crew. A home run for Don Money as he hits that right off of Palmer. And the Brewers are going to take a quick 1-0 lead here at Memorial Stadium. Next batter would be the first baseman, George Scott, 274 average, 18 homers, 77 RBIs. Palmer, I will answer your, Robert, once you start your game, to use the pinch hitter and bullpen as you see fit, not the way they really did. I will answer your question in a moment. Palmer will pitch, 4-4, that's an error on a throw. Scott, 1-1 against a righty. That is a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Doug DeCinces. His error rating is a 3. That's a 15. He'll make the play. Throw to first. No error. Out number 2. Nice play by DeCinces. Next up for the Brewers will be their catcher today, Darryl Porter. 208 average, 5 homers, 32 RBIs. Palmer, 1-4. That's blank. Porter swings 5-4, and that's going to be a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. 1 run for the Brewers on 1 hit, a solo jack by Don Money as he takes the great Palmer deep. And we go to the bottom of the first. Once I start to use the pinch hitters and bullpen as you see fit. Now, here is how I do the pinch hitters. The pinch hitters is very simple. From innings 1 to 7, from innings 1 to 8, when a pinch hitter is needed, I always use the pinch hitters with the most at-bats. So they're always going to be the next batter up. So pretty much Hank Aaron is going to be the first pinch hitter to use in this game if needed. Okay, if needed. So that's how I do it. In the ninth inning, though, it can be anybody. In ninth inning or later, it can be anybody. So I can choose anybody with an average, fringe player. It doesn't matter. If they're on the roster for this game, they are available. For pitchers, however, I try to use the most relief appearances depending on who's pitching. I usually will not use any starters, okay, as relievers, all right, unless the starter in the game gets kicked out early, like in the first 3 innings, and of course, I will not use a starting pitcher in relief. Let's say we go into extra innings. I will not use a starting pitcher in relief unless all relief pitchers have been used. So if they have a relief rating, they will be on the board first before the starter. That's in case we go to extra innings. And trust me, I have gotten to that kind of thing. That's happened. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers will be Jim Slaton. 14 wins, 15 losses, 3.44 ERA. He gets the call for the Brew Crew today. Don Money hit it so hard, Palmer had to make change for the solo jack. Sports Time Machine and Brian Patterson join us here at Memorial Stadium. Leading off for the Orioles will be center fielder Al Bumbry, 251 average, 9 homers, 36 RBIs. He is in center for tonight's game. Slaton with the pitch, 2-5. That is going to be a blank against the lefty. Bumbry will swing, 5-5. That's going to be a base hit past second. A leadoff hit for Bumbry. Bumbry will go to first. Now, that's how I do it, BBBB. But like I said, though, if you're playing the game, you do it the way you want it. It doesn't have to be. I try to be as historically accurate as I can, all right, at least with the lineups. Next batter for the Orioles, shortstop Mark Belanger, 270 average, a homer, 40 RBIs. The infield will go halfway. Bumbry, definitely a stealing threat. And that 15, though, is too high. So Bumbry has to stay at first. Slaton will pitch. And that's a 1-2. That's going to be a walk plus 10 that will walk Belanger. So runners at first and second here. So the Brewers get a home run, but Jim Slaton gives up a hit and then a walk. And that will bring up this guy, Reggie Jackson, 277 average, 27 homers, 91 RBIs. He is in right field for this game. The candy bar is at the plate. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. That is an 11. No. Slaton will pitch. And that is going to be 6-5. That's a wild pitch. And that 8 will go to the backstop. And Bumbry and Belanger will advance a base. Slaton uncorks a wild one. So the Brewers get on board first, but the Orioles are threatening. And now they're still going to pitch to Jackson, but now the infield is going to come in. Actually, the infield's going to come in. So Bumbry now, his base running rating goes down to a 1. Runners at second and third. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. The 17 is a no. Slaton will pitch, and we'll re-roll that since that was Suadice. 6-6, possible error. Jackson will swing. 4-1, ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Tim Johnson. His error rating is a 6. That's an 18. He's got it. Ground ball to second. Bumbry's going to stay where he's at. The throw will go to first for out number 1, so the runners will not advance. So Jackson grounds out. The runners hold. Next up for the Orioles, their designated hitter, Lee May, 258 average, 25 homers, 109 RBI. Bears Den joins us here at Memorial Stadium. The infield remaining in. Can Slaton get himself out of this jam? Let's see if anything happening on the bases. 5 says no. Slaton, 1-1. Home run, question mark. Right. May is a righty, a 1-11 that passes. That's an 18, and that would have been a home run because May has 20s on both sides, so no home run, at least not that way. May will swing 4-6, And he's going to get himself a base hit to right field. So he doesn't get the homer, but he does get a single to right. Bunbury comes in to score. We'll see if Belanger does. Base running rating 3. Single to right. +1 is a 4. Right fielder Hegan +2 is a 6. He will score without a throw, and this game is tied. Actually, the Orioles now take a 2-1 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! 2 RBI single by Lee May will score both runs. And the Orioles now lead it 2-1. Good shot by May into right. Next batter for the O's will be the left fielder Ken Singleton. 278 average, 13 homers, 70 RBIs. The infield is now going to move back to halfway. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the first. May does have a slight attempt to steal, only on a 1. And that's not happening with 11. Slaton, 2-6, double question mark. Singleton is a switch hitter hitting from the left side. A 1-6 is a base hit up the middle. That's a 6. That is a base hit. Singleton smacks it right through the box into the outfield. May's base running rating is a 2. He will not make third. He'll have to hold at second. Singleton with a base hit. So Slaton having some early troubles of his own. Palmer gave up a home run, but now Slaton can't get anyone out. Next batter for the Orioles, first baseman Tony Muser, 227 average, a homer, 30 RBIs. Infield is still halfway. Anything happening on the bases? A 4 says a no. Slaton will pitch. 1-2. Walk +10. That 17 will walk him, and the bases are loaded. The fans here enjoying this right now. That is the second walk issued by Slaton. He had 82 of them in 76. Memorial Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts. Next batter for the Orioles, second baseman Doug DeCinces, 234 average, 11 homers, 42 RBIs. He gets the call. There is a double play chance, and the Brewers are going to play the infield halfway. They're going to play for 2. Although May, with the infield halfway, his base running rating is a 1. So if they want to throw home and try for a double, they want to throw home and get the out, they still can try it. See if anything happening on the bases. That is a 6, no. Slaton will pitch. 1-5, strikeout 8, got him. That's a big K. Strikeout number 1 on for Slaton, and that is a huge strikeout on DeCinces. Infield will now move back. Third baseman Brooks Robinson, the human vacuum cleaner, will come up to bat. 211 average, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. He was already declined. His career was pretty much ending around here. Brooks Robinson, though, if there was a mess to be made in the infield, Robinson usually took care of it. Anything on the bases? No. Slaton will go ahead and pitch. 4-5 against a righty. Strikeout 15, too high. Robinson swings 4-3. Line drive right to second base. That will end the inning. So Slaton actually gets out of it. Could have been a lot worse for him, but 2 runs on 3 hits for Baltimore, a couple of walks. After 1, 2-1 in favor of the O's. This Orioles team is really not that bad. They could make the playoffs, depending on what happens with Cleveland up ahead with them. They could make it. This team is really not that bad. We go to the top of inning number 2. Leading off for the Brewers will be Bernie Carbo. He is their designated hitter. 235 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Palmer will go ahead and pitch, see if he has a better inning this time. 2-4, that's an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly out to center, out number 1. One man down. The next batter is Sixto Lezcano. Another great baseball name. 285 average, 7 homers, 56 RBIs. Lezcano is in left field for this game. He gets the call in left for this matchup. So let's see what Palmer does here. Palmer with the pitch. 2-1, range play. Lezcano, 5-6. That's a ground ball to third. That is hit to Brooks Robinson. Infield is normal. His range is a 3. And he'll make it. Nice play by Robinson. He'll throw to first, out number 2. Still showing that he has it. And the next batter will be Mike Hegan. Hegan is in right field for this game. 248 average, 5 homers, 31 RBIs. Palmer will go ahead and deal. 1-3, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 1-6. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field, star 2. But that's a fly out to center. That goes to Bunbury. It is a range play. Bunbury's range is a 3. And he'll make the catch. He has plenty of room to make it, and he'll get it. So a couple of good range plays, and the Brewers go 1-2-3. A good inning for Palmer. Bottom of the second. Batting for the Orioles, catcher Rick Dempsey. 194 average, no homers, 12 RBIs. Dempsey actually started the year with the Yankees, now on the Orioles. But a very good catcher, though. 5 of range, a 6 on pass ball, so a ball doesn't get past him. One of the only I've ever seen on that. So there's pretty much no chance on a pass ball getting him. A 7 on an error and -2. So Slaton will go ahead and pitch to Dempsey. And that is a 4-6. That's blank. Dempsey will go ahead and swing 4-5, and he flies out to right. So out number 1. And the next batter will be Al Bunbury. Bunbury is 1 for 1, has a single. Slaton, 4-6, that's a blank. Bunbury swings away, 4-4. That's a base hit past first. That'll be another single for Bunbury. He has his second hit of the game. He'll hold it first, and we'll bring up Mark Belanger. Bunbury has a steal rating of 8. So an 8 or lower, he has a chance. That's a 5, and I think I'm going to send him. 16, no adjustment from Slaton. The catcher is Porter, and he's a +1. A 1-17, Bunbury steals second. He's safe with a 12. Bunbury has a stolen base, and he will go to second there. And now a chance to steal third. He needs a 4. And that's a 20. Slaton turns around, tries to get him at second base. No, he gets back. 2 20s in a row. Now Slaton will go ahead and deal with Belanger. Slaton with the pitch. 5-1, hit by pitch. That 12 is too high. Belanger, 6-1. That's going to be a ground out to set. That's a ground ball to second. That's a star 1, but a grounder to second. Belanger will be out at first, but Bunbury will make third. So moves the runner over, and that brings up the Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 1. Out number 1. Slaton will go ahead and ready to pitch. Let's see, Bunbury, the only way he could steal home is on a 1. And that actually comes up. Let's see. In order to steal home, it's a 16. It's a 16. And it's minus 10. The only way it's steal home is on a 6, and I'm not going to do that. But it is available. It would be available if it was. Slaton's going to go ahead and pitch. You're not going to steal home here, though. 2-5. That's going to be a lefty. That's a blank. Jackson, 5-2. That's a ball hit to center field. That is an 8 against a righty. Against a righty, kaboom! That ball is high, deep, gone. Home run, Reggie Jackson. He goes ahead and shows his power, and he blows that one out of there. That's a 2-run jack for the candy bar. Randy Jackson blasts it 4-1 Orioles. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 5-2 is a ball hit to center field against a righty. That 8 goes right in the home run column. Jackson goes ahead and blasts it out of here. And that ball probably wound up maybe outside the stadium a bit. And the Orioles have taken a 4-1 lead. Come on, you guys know that every time you have a game with Reggie Jackson in it, you know you want him to hit a home run. Unless, of course, he's playing with the Yankees, right? Here's Lee May. May is 1-for-1 with a single. So Slaton's given up a homer here. Let's see if Slaton can calm down. He's having some trouble in this game. 4-3 against a righty. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Out number 2. Going to try to stop referencing star 1 and star 6. Just doesn't seem right to mention it, though. And the home run question mark. I don't know. I'll figure out some other way to say it. Here's Ken Singleton. Singleton 1-for-1. Singled his first time up. Slaton. That's a 4-2. That's going to be at the park. Memorial Stadium 1-3. That's a ground out to third. And that will end the inning. 2 more runs for Baltimore on 2 hits. A stolen base and a 2-run jack by Jackson. After 2, Orioles lead 4-1. You give Jim Palmer a 3-run lead. Is that usually enough already? Top of the third. Leading off for the Brewers, a young shortstop named Robin Yount. 252 average, 2 homers, 54 RBIs. Palmer ready to deal. And that's a 4-4. Error on a throw. Yount. 1-3. That's a fly out to center. No error there. And we got one away. Next up is Tim Johnson. Johnson's at second base today. 275 average. 14 RBIs. Palmer, 5-1. That's a range play. Johnson, 1-1. That's a base hit right back to Palmer. Palmer's range is a 4. Nope, he's not going to get it. That's going to be a base hit that was hit a little too hard right out of Palmer's reach. Johnson will head to first. So the Brewers get themselves a man on base. Here is Vaughn Joshua. Joshua grounded out his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Infield is halfway. Johnson does have a slight attempt to steal. That 17 is not going to let him do it, though. And I wouldn't do it. You're down by 3 runs. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. 4-1. Home run chance. Home run question mark. Joshua lefty. A 1-8. That 16 is too high. Joshua will swing, though. 1-5, and he just hits a fly ball to center field. So pretty high, pretty deep, but pretty caught by Al Bumbry, out number 2. And now Don Money. Money 1-for-1, had a home run his first time up. See if anything happening on the bases. That is a 7. The answer is no. Palmer ready to pitch. And that is a 3-3. Strikeout 7. Got him. Struck out Money. And that will end the inning. Strikeout number 1 for Palmer. He had 159 of them in that year. And that will end it. So no runs. There was a hit for the Brewers. And we go to the bottom of the third. Jim Slaton not had a good inning yet. Let's see if he can have one here in the bottom of the third inning. Tony Muser leading off for the O's. Muser walked his first time up. Slaton, 5-1, hit by pitch. 6, no. Muser, see what he comes up with. 6-1, base hit to center field for Muser. He gets one shot there. He'll go to first. And it looks like the Orioles are dealing in the hits tonight. Next up is DeCinces. He is 0-for-1. Infield will move halfway. Muser on it first. Any chance of anything happening? I don't think so. 11 is a no. Slaton will pitch. 1-1. Home run, question mark. The Sensei a righty. A 1-11. That's a 3. It passes. Against a right-handed pitcher, the Sensei is a 15. A 1-15. He probably just sent Slaton to the showers. Bang! Gone, 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 gone! Home run! Doug DeCinces off of Jim Slaton. He powers that one out of here into left field. A 2-run jack by DeCinces. 6-1 Orioles. And I do believe that just sent Slaton to the showers. So DeCinces goes ahead and smacks a 2-run jack. And the stadium cheers. Yay! Orioles already leading 6-1. That's going to be it for Slaton. He is done. And we're going to see a new pitcher for the Brewers. Brooks Robinson due up. And there's still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. So Slaton is done. And this means I can bring in a starter that does have relief ability since it is before the halfway mark. So let's see who the Brewers will bring in here. And they're going to go with, let's see, if I want to do that, which I could. 5 batters. Let's see. Got to bring in somebody that can actually go a ways here, possibly. And it's going to have to be this guy. Coming on to pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers will be Pete Broberg. 1 win, 7 losses, a 4.97 ERA. The reason why I'm putting him in there, he can pitch to 18 batters before tiring. So he is going to come in there to pitch for a little while. Already a 6-1 Orioles lead, so we're already looking at a blowout, guys. But you never know. Broberg will now pitch to Robinson. Broberg with the pitch, and that's a 2-5. That's a walk plus 10, and that 8 will walk Robinson. So Robinson will trot down to first. Robinson goes to first base on a base on balls. Here is Rick Dempsey. Dempsey is 0 for 1. The infield will go halfway. See if anything happening on the bases. And that's a 16. Nope. Broberg will go ahead and pitch. 6-1. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium says 6-5. And we've got a blank. That's a rare play with men on base. Let's see what happens here. We'll bring out the men on play chart. Let's see what happens. So rare play. Let's see. We got 33 with less than 2 out. Shallow fly to right field. Resolve play as an F9 range play. Okay, so we'll do that first. So that is an F9 range play. So that is Hegan. He's in right field. His range is a 2. That's a 5, so he's not going to get it. If right fielder does not catch the ball, the lead runner gets a late break, attempting to advance to the next base. Roll 1d6 versus the base runner plus right fielder arm. If higher runner out, otherwise safe. So Robinson got a late break on it. His base running rating is a 1. Hegan's +2 arm is a 3. So a 1-3, Robinson will make second. 4-6, he's out. He's out of there. He took a late break, and he is out. Dempsey does take over at first base, though, so that goes as a single. It does go as a single for Dempsey, but Robinson is out. So 1 out as Brooks Robinson took a late break on it. That's what happens sometimes with these rare plays, and I like his new rare play chart. I can go with that for now. Here's Al Bumbry. Bumbry is 2 for 2, 2 singles and a stolen base. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Memorial Stadium. See if anything happening on the bases still. Still rolling a strat. That is a 4 and no. Broberg will pitch. 5-1. That's a wild pitch. That 14. Possible passed ball. Porter has a pass ball rating of 1. Nope, that's going to be a pass ball. Dempsey will go to second. Pass ball on Darryl Porter, and we'll do it again. That takes away the double play. Now we'll see if anything happening now. We re-roll the strat. 14 says a no. Broberg will pitch to Bunbury. 5-1. Again, the wild pitch, and a wild one again. That's a wild pitch. And Dempsey will go to third. So now a pass ball and a wild pitch on Pete Broberg, as Porter gets the call for the past one, and that is all Broberg's fault. Porter's going to go talk to Broberg for a little bit, say, hey, look, settle down, man. You're making us both look bad. The infield is still going to play back. Rick Dempsey's base actually is going to play halfway to prevent Dempsey from maybe scoring. Now we'll re-roll it again, and that's a 15-0 happening. Keith White joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Broberg will pitch. 6-2. That's a blank. Bunbury will swing. 4-1. And that's going to be a grounder to second base. Dempsey's going to hold, and the throw is going to go to second for out number 2. Because Dempsey, the only way he wouldn't be able to score anyway. Because when the infield is halfway, you subtract 1 from the base runner rating. It's a 0. So he automatically holds, and there are now 2 outs. 2 men down for Mark Belanger. Belanger is 0 for 1, but he does have a walk. Broberg will pitch here. That's a 4-0 happening on the bases. Broberg 5-2. That's a blank. Belanger swings 6-1. That's going to be a grounder. That's going to be a ground ball to second base as well. And that throw will go to first without a problem. And the inning is over. Another 2 runs by the Orioles. 2 runs on 3 hits. And the Orioles lead it here after 3, 6-1, as they've already chased Jim Slaton out. So is now a 5-run lead enough for Jim Palmer? We shall find out. Top of the 4th inning coming up. Here is George Scott. And this could be the final game I have with the Brewers, at least on the schedule block. If I have to use them to fill in a game from another, for a team that is rooting for the playoffs, this probably may be the last game for the Brewers. They're 10 wins behind third right now. 6-1. Palmer will pitch. That's a 1-6. That's a strikeout. That's 7. We'll get Scott. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Palmer. Next batter is Darryl Porter. Porter is 0 for 1. Palmer will deal. 5-6. Strikeout 10. Yes, that will get Porter. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Palmer. And now Bernie Carbo. Carbo 0 for 1. He's the DH for the Brewers. Palmer will pitch. 6-6. Double question mark. Lefty. 1 double question mark on a lefty. A 1 would be an automatic out. That's a 9. That's too high. So Carbo 3-5. And he flies out to left. And that will end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning by Jim Palmer. He's getting the job done right now. After the home run by Don Money, he has stymied the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pete Broberg is going to stay out there to pitch. As this is the 4th inning, and you really want to get at least to the midway before I start using relievers. Getting a standing ovation at Memorial Stadium, here is Reggie Jackson. He hit a 2-run jack his last time up. Reggie Jackson hit a clean shot off of Slaton. Broberg with the pitch, 6-2. That's blank. Jackson will swing, 4-5. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 1. That's going to be a single against the right-handed pitcher. Jackson has a base hit. So he will clap his hands and go to first. That will bring up Lee May. Looks like the Orioles are going to put a hurt on the Brewers here. Infield halfway. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. And that is a 16 no. Broberg will go ahead and pitch. 4-4. That's a blank. May will swing. 2-2. That's a ball hit to left field. That is an 11 against a righty. Lee May just smacked a triple into left field. Triple for May. And the Orioles are really, really on it tonight. Triple for May. He will go to third. Jackson, of course, will score. And the Orioles now lead 7-1. You can see Reggie in an airbrush 77 Topps Yankee cap in a ball. Yeah, exactly, right? The 77 Topps Reggie Jackson card. I don't know. I know that card. I don't know if that card is not really worth anything, but it is one of the more famous cards, okay? One of the more famous cards in that Topps ever put out. One of the more famous cards because in 76 he was with the Orioles. So they went ahead and put him on the Yankees, all right, by airbrushing it exactly, all right, to put on, because remember, Topps baseball cards, okay, Topps baseball cards, the player who the team was the year before is the card they put on. For this case, Topps created the 77 card with Reggie Jackson on a Yankee card. Exactly. One of the more famous cards that Topps ever did. Runner on third here is Ken Singleton. Singleton is 1 for 2, and May on at third after the triple. Broberg may not be out here much longer if he allows any more runs. Another run in for the Orioles. Am I rolling a strat still? Yes, that is a 2. Nothing happening. Broberg, 3-4. That's a home run, question mark. Singleton is hitting from the left side. A 0. No chance. Singleton will swing. 5-1. That's a ground ball to first base. That's a grounder to first. May is going to stay at third, and Singleton will be out, 1 down. So the runner will hold on that. And the batter now is Tony Muser. Muser is 1 for 1, has a single and a walk. The infield is still playing halfway. So let's see if anything happening here. And that is a 3-0 there. Broberg will pitch. And that's a 1-2. That's a walk. And that is a 9. And that's going to be too high. Muser will swing. 6-2. That's a ball hit to center field. That's a 3. That's going to be a single for Muser. Muser hits a base hit to center. May will come in to score. 8-1 Orioles. Yes, people, we have another blowout going on. That's going to be it for Broberg. He's going to come out. And the Brewers will go ahead and bring out a new pitcher here. Still the 4th inning, so they may bring out a starter that can pitch. And they will, and they're going to bring out Eduardo Rodriguez. 5 wins, 13 losses, 8 saves, a 3.64 ERA. Eduardo Rodriguez will now pitch for the Brew Crew. And here's Doug DeCinces. DeCinces hit a 2-run homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. No more strat roll. Rodriguez will pitch. 4-6. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium says 4-6. And another blank, which is a rare play. Another rare play. So we're going everywhere today. Let's see what we have now. 56. Pitch brushes back hitter. Words are exchanged and both dugouts empty. Calmer heads prevail, but the umpire warns both managers. If any hit by pitch happens after this, for the rest of the game, the pitcher is thrown out. So nothing happens. But now anytime, so if there was any more hit by pitch, the pitcher is automatically ejected. So we get to re-roll. Rodriguez will pitch it to Sensei. 2-2, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium says 5-2. Fly ball right field. That's a range play. That is hit to Mike Hegan. His range is a 2. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. Nice play by Hegan. And that's just going to go a fly out to right. Nice play by Hegan. Now here's Brooks Robinson. Robinson 0 for 1. Walked his last time up. The infield is back. Rodriguez will deal. 4-4, that's blank. Robinson will swing. 4-3, line drive, hit right to second base, and that'll be caught by Johnson, and that will end the inning. For the 4th straight inning, the Orioles put 2 runs on the board. 2 runs on 3 hits. On 3 hits. After 4, it is 8-1 O's. Another blowout in the making. We go to the top of the 5th. Sixto Lezcano comes up for the Brewers. He is 0 for 1. Brewers are pretty much already thinking about next year. Or the next day, but they might be thinking about next year. I don't think they're not going to make the playoffs this year. 1-3. That is a range play at the park. Memorial Stadium 5-4. Fly ball to left. That's it to Singleton. Singleton's range is a 2. He's not going to get that one, and that's going to be a single for Lezcano. Base hit for him. Singleton couldn't get to that play. That ball, and now here is Mike Hegan. Hegan is 0 for 1. Infield will be halfway. Lezcano on it first. Palmer will pitch. 6-2. Error on a grounder. Hegan, 6-2. Fly out to right. No error. Out number 1. And now here's Robin Yount. Yount is 0 for 1. Palmer, 5-1. Range play. Yount, 3-1. That's a base hit into left field, but that's a range play. Singleton's range is a 2. Does he turn that single into an out? No, he doesn't. So that's going to be a base hit to left. Lezcano base running rating is a 3, and he's automatically going to stop at second. You're down by 7 runs, and you hold. So Lezcano will hold at second base automatically. Single. Next up for the Brewers is Tim Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. Infield still halfway. Brewers have some base runners. Let's see if they can do anything with them. Palmer, 4-3. That's going to be an automatic out. That's going to be a fly out to center. That's out number 2. And Lezcano's base running rating is a 3. -2 on a fly out to center is a 1. Bumbry's a +1 is a 2, but Lezcano is not going to try to take third, and he'll stay at second for the out. So, no, I'm not sending him to third on that one. And now here's Von Joshua. Can Joshua get something here for the Brewers? He is 0 for 2. Palmer ready to deal. 4-1. Home run question mark. Von Joshua. Joshua is a lefty, a 1-8. The 18 is too high. Joshua will swing. That's a 4-1, and he grounds it to third, and the throw is going to go to second to get Yount, and that will end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits for the Brewers halfway through the game, and it's already pretty much in the books, 8-1. But then again, this is RJL 518. Is any lead safe? Is any lead safe? Remember the 8-run top of the ninth that occurred? I'm pretty sure you guys do. Bottom of the fifth inning, Rodriguez is going to pitch. Leading off for the O's is Dempsey. He's 1 for 2. Rodriguez, 5-1. That's a walk. The 6 will walk Dempsey, and he'll trot to first. So Brewer pitching, definitely not doing it today. And here's Al Bunbury. Bunbury is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a stolen base. The infield will go halfway. Rodriguez ready to pitch. That's a 3-3. Strikeout 1. Got him. He'll get Bunbury on a K. Out number 1. And now Mark Belanger. Belanger is 0 for 2. Rodriguez, 1-2. Range play. Belanger, 6-1. That's going to be a fly out to left field. That's it to Lezcano. Lezcano's range is a 3. Nope. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Mark Belanger. That's a double for Belanger. Dempsey's base running rating is a 1. Double to left, -1, 0. Lezcano -1. No chance. Even if I wanted, I really don't need to send Dempsey. But Dempsey will hold at third base. And once again, the Orioles are looking to get more runs. A double by Belanger. And now here's Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson, 2 for 3, a home run and a single. And they're going to pitch to him. The infield is going to stay. The infield's going to play back. The Brewers are pretty much resigned to the fact this game is not going to go their way. Rodriguez will pitch to Jackson. 4-6. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium, 1-2. That's a ground ball to short. Dempsey is not going to try to come home. The throw will go to second for out number 2. Dempsey is slow as molasses, so he stays there. And he grounds out to short. The runners will hold. Here's Lee May. May is 2 for 3, a triple and a single today. This will probably be Rodriguez's last batter. He'll be tired after May. Let's see if anything happening. Rodriguez, 3-4 against a righty. Strikeout 10. Got him. He'll get May on a K, and that will end the inning. And for the first time in the ball game, the Orioles don't score runs in the inning, although they did get 1 hit. 1 hit for the Orioles after 5, 8-1 in favor of the O's. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Leading off for the Brew Crew is Don Money. He is 1 for 2, has a home run. I thought with the home run, it looked like I thought the Brewers were actually going to go ahead and make a game of it, but then Baltimore decided to play some baseball. Milwaukee historically won this game 4-3. Doesn't look like that's going to happen here. Palmer with the pitch, 5-4. That's blank. Money, 6-3. Single to left field. Money has his second hit of the game. Next up is George Scott. Scott is 0 for 2. Infield goes halfway. There is no strat. Palmer, 3-2. Strikeout 6. And, yep, he got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Palmer. Here's Darryl Porter. Porter 0 for 2. Palmer with the pitch. 1-4, that's a blank. Porter swings. 3-6. 3-6, and that's good against a righty. That's going to be a single past shortstop for a base hit. Money's base running rating is a 2. Needs to be a 5 in order to get to third, so he will automatically hold at second. I'm having a little issue with that orange die. I'm going to do a quick change here. Quick change of dice, and we're going to go orange. on that one, I think, instead. Orange die will be red first. A little issue with that orange die. Can't really see it that well. I don't think you guys can either. So who's next? Daryl Porter was already there. So here's Bernie Carbo. So Porter gets himself a single, keeps the inning alive. Watch this. Now that I've switched dice, now the Brewers still make a comeback, right? Dave Gardner joins us here at Memorial Stadium. I'm glad you enjoyed my hockey presentation last night. I made some changes now. The lines are, I got the line, thanks to Action PC Hockey, I now can create the lines a lot better. And I think I'll do a better job next time. Hockey games for the Panthers, I'll probably do maybe every 2 days. Not every other day, maybe every 2 days. It takes a while to set that up, to get the correct rosters, lines for those games, and Action PC Hockey is a big help. You can activate and deactivate players, all right, and then I just let the game create the lines, and it seems to be pretty good. So Palmer will pitch to Carbo. We got one out here. Palmer's pitch, 1-1. That's a strikeout. That 6 will get Carbo. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Palmer. 2 outs. And now here's Sixto Lezcano. Lezcano is 1 for 2, has a single his last time up. Palmer with the pitch, 1-5. That's a walk. 6. That will walk Lezcano. And the bases are loaded. So now can the Brewers do something here? They got a chance to try to make some noise here in this game. And the batter is Mike Hegan. He will bat. It's only the 6th inning. I don't pinch hit position players until at least the 8th. So Hegan is 0 for 2, 2 outs. And for those of you who don't know about Uncle Dave Gardner, his podcast, Digital to Dice, please make sure you listen to it. He is awesome in everything he does. Palmer will pitch to Hegan. And that's a 1-2 against the lefty. That's going to be an automatic out. Palmer's going to get out of it. That's going to be a fly out to right, and the inning is over. No runs for the Brewers. 2 hits and a walk. Bottom of the 6th, 8-1 Orioles. As Palmer gets out of the jam. New pitcher coming on for the Brewers in the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Orioles is Ken Singleton. And so they got switched left. They got switched left here. So let's see. They're going to go. I think they're going to go with a lefty. So I think we're going to see a left-hander from the Brewers. And let's see who they're going to go with. And let's see if they have one available. They do. And what are we on, the 6th inning? Yeah, they'll bring him out. Why not? Coming on to pitch will be Jerry Augustine. 9 wins, 12 losses, a 3.30 ERA. Augustine is the 4th Brewer pitcher. He will pitch here to Singleton. He can pitch to 5 batters. So Jerry Augustine against Ken Singleton. Bottom of the 6th inning. Augustine, 2-1. That's blank. Singleton will swing. 3-2. And that's going to be a ground out to short. Out number 1. It's a star 1, but it's a ground out to short. Here's Tony Muser. Muser is 2 for 2 today. 2 singles and a walk. 4-3. Hit by pitch. 11. No. And if there was a hit batter, Augustine would have been tossed. I want to make sure if a hit by pitch happens after that. Okay, so it didn't happen. He wasn't hit, so he's not thrown out from the rare play. So Muser will go ahead and swing 5-4, and he gets a base hit to past short. That's a single for Muser. Muser having a good night. He's 3 for 3. So Augustine almost hits Muser. Muser says, you know what? Take that. Pow, and right into the outfield. Right past the shortstop. Here's Doug DeCinces. DeCinces is 1 for 3 today. He has a 2-run jack. Infield halfway. Augustine will pitch. 1-2. That's blank. DeCinces will swing. 1-1. Base hit to center field. Single. The hits continue. Muser's base running rating is a 2. Single to center, -1. Center fielder Joshua's a 0. But since it's a 7-run game, I do not have to do automatic base running. So Muser's going to hold at second automatically. A base hit for DeCinces, his second hit of the game. And now the human vacuum cleaner comes up. Robinson is 0 for 2, but he does have a walk. The infield is still halfway. Augustine might not last long here. Augustine with the pitch. 1-1 range play. Robinson 3-1. Fly ball to right field. That is it to Hegan. Hegan's range is a 2. Yes, he'll make the catch. Out number 2. Muser is not going to try for third. No need to, and he'll stay at second automatically there. Fly out to right. Another nice play by Mike Hegan. And now Rick Dempsey. Dempsey is 1 for 2 tonight. He has a single. Infield will be back. Augustine ready to deal. 1-1. Again a range play. Dempsey swings. 3-6. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. That's it to Yount. Yount's range is a 3. The infield is normal. He will make it. He's got it. He'll throw to second to get DeCinces. Actually, he'll throw to first to get Dempsey because Dempsey is slow as molasses. By the time Dempsey would get there, the game would already be over. That's a ground out, side retired. So no runs, 2 hits for the Orioles. After 6, 8-1 in favor of the O's. Top of the 7th coming up. Jim Palmer got still pretty much left in the gas tank. Let's see, 31 batters. He's pitched to, let's see, 27, 8, 9, 31. He could, let's see here, wait, 7, 8, 9, 31. He's still got some left in the tank. Let's see how far he can go with an 8-run lead. Palmer, 8-1. Palmer will pitch. Leading off will be Robin Yount. He is 1 for 2. Palmer, 2-2 against a righty. That's blank. Yount will swing. 5-3. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Out number 1. Star 6, but a fly out to center. Next batter is Tim Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2. Palmer, that's a 5-3, and that's a strikeout. 6 got him. He'll strike out Johnson. That's strikeout number 6 for Palmer. Dave Gardner says he's got his Orioles hat on. Okay, I know he must be. He got his Orioles hat on. Here's Vaughn Joshua, probably the reason why Baltimore winning this game. Joshua's 0 for 3. Palmer will deal, and that didn't make the tower, so that's Sua Dice. 1-4, that's a blank. Joshua 3-6. And that's going to be a fly out to center, and the inning will end. 1-2-3 inning for Palmer. He is doing the job. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the game to check on, see what the rest of the baseball world does. Appa Hockey, probably going to schedule Friday or Saturday, tomorrow or Saturday night, game number 2 of the 95-96 Panther season. Appa Hockey, they host the Calgary Flames at the Miami Arena. It's their home opener. And tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, it will be the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Rick Russia will go up against Lynn McLaughlin, and McLaughlin was the starting pitcher when the Cardinals absolutely unloaded in that game. And for those of you who don't know about that, you might want to check it. And you know, every time I play the Cardinals, I get the craziest games. So we got a good matchup between the two arch rivals in the National League East, the Cubs and the Cardinals, tomorrow night on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the 7th, 8-1 Orioles. Leading off for the Orioles is Al Bunbury. They got, let's see who the Brewers want to bring out. And I think they may bring on, let's see here. They got left, right, left. I think they'll bring on the lefty. So coming on to pitch for the Brewers will be Ray Sadecki. 2 wins, no losses, a save, a 3.86 ERA. Ray Sadecki, the 5th Brewer pitcher. Al Bunbury leads off in the bottom of the 7th. Only team you dislike more than the Yankees. Sadecki will pitch. 1-1, that's a blank. Bunbury, 6-4. Line drive right to second, out number 1. Well hit by Bunbury, but Johnson is right there to spear it. And now Mark Belanger. Belanger is 1 for 3, doubled his last time up. Sadecki, 6-5, that's a blank. Belanger will swing 2-3, and he pops out to first. That's out number 2. And now here's the candy bar, Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 2 for 4, has a home run in the game. A 2-run jack by Jackson. Sadecki will deal to him. 6-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Jackson will swing 3-4, and he pops out to first, and the inning is over. And that is the first time today the Orioles have been retired 3 up and 3 down. After 7, though, they still hold an 8-1 lead. Nice job by Sadecki. Top of inning number 8 coming up. Here's Don Money. Money is 2 for 3 today, a home run and a single. And let's see, Palmer has about 3 batters to face before tiring. We'll see how long he goes, though, after that. Palmer will pitch. 1-2. Against the righty, that's a walk. That 5 will be a walk. Money will trot down to first. Walk issued by Palmer. Here's George Scott. Scott is 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Infield halfway. Palmer will deal. And 3-3. Strikeout 6. Got him. And Scott has the hat trick. And that is strikeout number 7 for Jim Palmer. So that's out number 1. Yes, I did get the hockey files you sent. Thank you, sir. Here is Darryl Porter. Porter is 1 for 3 with a single. Infield is still going to stay halfway. Palmer ready to deal. And that's a 5-6. That's a strikeout 6. Got him. Porter strikes out onto Palmer. That's strikeout number 8. 2 down. Palmer looking to strike out the side, maybe. The batter now is Carbo. Carbo is 0 for 3. Money still on first. Palmer really doing it. Money hoping maybe a hit can come through. Palmer is now tired. Here comes Earl Weaver. Palmer says, "What you doing?" He says, "I'm ready to take you out." And says, "Who do you think you are, Kevin Cash?" Go sit down. I'm not done yet. Palmer pitches. 6-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Carbo, 6-4. That's going to be a ground ball to short. That's going to get picked up by Belanger. He will throw to second to get money, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors. There was a walk. And we go to the bottom of the eighth, 8-1. Palmer says, who do you think you are, Kevin Cash? Go sit your butt down. I'm pitching here. Bottom of the eighth. Lee May leads off against Ray Sadecki. He's going to stay out there. He's got a couple of batters he can face before tiring. And why not? It's an 8-1 game. It really doesn't matter. Sadecki will go ahead and pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium. 3-1. That's a fly out to right. So May goes out there. That's the first out. And now we have Ken Singleton. Singleton is 1 for 4 tonight. Sadecki ready to deal. 4-3. Hit by pitch. 16. No. And wow, that could have been. Singleton's a 0. Sadecki's a +10. That's a 16. So no hit by pitch. Ugh. So Singleton will swing, though. 4-6. He flies out to left. So that's the second out. And now Tony Muser. He's had a good night tonight. He is 3 for 3. 3 singles and a walk. He's been on base all 4 times. Sadecki is now tired. They're going to let him pitch to see if he can finish the inning out. Sadecki, 2-3. Error on a throw. Muser, 3-6. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, and that is hit to Johnson. His error rating is a 6. That's a 12. He's got it. No throwing error. He'll throw to first and retire the side. Nothing there for the Orioles. They still lead it 8-1. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Top of the ninth coming up, 8-1. Remember, we did have the Oakland A's one time score 8 runs in the top of the 8th. In that unbelievable matchup. Weeks ago. It wasn't the Oakland A's, it was the Dodgers. I'm sorry. The Dodgers and the Cardinals. So I'm sorry, I'm thinking Oakland. What am I thinking about? Dodgers and the Cardinals. So the Dodgers scored 8 runs in the top of the 8th, and then the Cardinals scored 1 run in the bottom of the 8th inning. So it can happen. Here's Sixto Lezcano. He will lead off for the Brew Crew, and he is 1 for 2. He'll lead off against Palmer. They're going to see if Palmer can go the distance here. Why not? It's the 70s. Palmer will pitch. 1-5. Walk. 13. No. Too high. Lezcano. That is a 3-1, and that's going to be a base hit past short for a single. Lezcano gets a leadoff hit on for the Brewers. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? I think not. Dr. Pepper joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Next batter is Mike Hegan, and he is going to bat. The Milwaukee Brewer bench is really kind of meh. Pretty much it's going to have to be the lineup that the Brewers have. So here's Mike Hegan. He'll go up against Palmer. Runner on first, infield halfway. Top of the 9th inning, the rally has now begun. Palmer still can pitch. 5-3, strikeout 9, got him. He struck out Egan. And that's strikeout number 9 for Jim Palmer. 1 down. The batter now is Robin Yount. Yount is 1 for 3. The Milwaukee Brewers starters are mad. The Milwaukee Brewers pitchers are mad. Are you trying to say the Milwaukee Brewers, Bob, are just mad? Lezcano on it first. Let's go on in first. Yount will bat. Palmer still can pitch. 3-2. That's a strikeout. 2 got him. Struck out Yount, and that is 10 strikeouts for Palmer. Out number 2. And the last chance for the Brewers is Tim Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 3. Palmer trying to complete the game. This is the 70s, not the 2020s, where you pitch one, where you make a pitch and then you're taken out. Palmer will go ahead and pitch. 3-6. Strikeout 11. No, he will not strike out the side. Johnson will swing, though. 5-4. That's a ground ball to third. That's picked up by Robinson. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Orioles go ahead and blow out the Brewers tonight, 8-1. No runs, a hit for the Brewers. As the Baltimore Orioles change history, they lost this game historically. They will win it tonight, 8-1. A nice win for the Orioles over the Brew Crew. Don't go away. Final line score and 10-minute ticker coming up. For the Orioles, 8 runs on 14 hits, no errors. For the Brewers, 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors. Jim Palmer, definitely the player of the game, and he goes all the distance, gets the win in a complete game. Jim Slaton winds up taking the loss. Couple of big jacks today, but a big one by Reggie Jackson. Had one today. DeCinces had a home run. Don Money had one as well. So a couple of nice home runs today during the game. So a nice win for the Orioles. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. Let's see how the ticker will go. Let's see. So that is an 8-1 win for Baltimore. And we are ready. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota with a 16. 62. That's a good roll. That's an 8. The White Sox have a 13. 63. That is also an 8. Wow. They tied them. How about that? Extra innings. Minnesota has a 0 clutch. So 2. The White Sox have a 2 clutch. 2 plus 4 is 6. So that's going to be 6 minus 2 is 4. I'm going to give 4 runs to the White Sox, and they will win this game 12-8. Detroit at Cleveland. Detroit with a 6. 21, and that is 1 run. The Tribe has an 11. 61, that's going to be 7. The Indians will win that game. Boston at the Yankees. Boston has a 9. 56. That's a good roll. That is 6 runs. But the Yankees have a 21. That's a 66. You can't do any better than that. And they're going to blow the Red Sox out 13-6. The Yankees just don't want to lose. Kansas City at Oakland. Kansas City has a 5. 55, and that is 5 runs. The Oakland Athletics have a 7. 22, and that is 2 runs. Kansas City gives Oakland a loss. Cincinnati against the Braves. The Reds have a 16. 32, and that is 4 runs. The Braves have Phil Niekro on the mound. They have a 12. 36. And that is 4 runs as well. We have extras, and the Reds usually don't do well in extras. Red Cincinnati has a -3 clutch. So that's a 2 minus 3 is -1, which makes it a 0. Makes it a 0. And let's see, Atlanta has a 0 clutch, so they can't lose. That's a 3. So I'm going to give 3 runs to Atlanta, and that's going to be a 7-4 win for the Braves. San Francisco taking on the Astros. San Francisco has a 5. 63. That is 6 runs. Houston has an 8. 64. And that's going to be 7 runs. Astros get the win. And I know Steeler fan will be very happy with that. San Diego taking on the Dodgers. San Diego with a 4. 64. Well, getting some high rolls tonight. 6 runs there. Dodgers have a 10. 63. Geez, that's going to be 7 runs for the Dodgers. They will beat the Padres. Mets taking on the Expos. Tom Seaver on the mound. The Mets have an 8. And a 62. That should be pretty good. That's going to be 6 runs. The Expos have a 0. 23. And that is 1 run. And the Mets will beat the Expos. I get a happy recap. By the way, the Montreal Expos right now are the worst team in the game. The least amount of wins. Pittsburgh taking on Philadelphia. Pittsburgh with a 9. 24. And that is 2 runs. Philadelphia with a 14. 13. And that is going to be 1 run. The Pirates will beat the Phillies. Cubs taking on the Cardinals. Cubs with a 10. 64. That is 7 runs. Cubs are not out of it yet. They're clinging on for dear life. Cardinals have a 9. 32. And that's going to be a 3. And the Cubs will beat the Cardinals in that one. Moving on to July 24. Milwaukee and Baltimore. We have a doubleheader. Game 1, Milwaukee with an 11. 63. And that is 7 runs. The Orioles have a 12. 26. That is 3 runs. The Brewers win game 1. Milwaukee game 2 with a 4. 44. And that is 3 runs. Baltimore with an 8. 64. That's going to be 7, and the Brewers and the Orioles will split a twin bill. Texas and California doubleheader. Game 1, Texas with a 9. 26. That's 3. Angels with a 7. 11. That's a 0. California wins game 1. Game 2, Texas with a 14. 15. That's going to be 2 runs. California with an 8. 24. That's 2 runs. So we have extras in the second game. Texas has a clutch of 0. They got a 5. They have a 5. California with a clutch of +3. 3 plus 3 is 6. The Angels will win that game. So that is 1 run going to California. They will win that game 3-2. Minnesota at the White Sox. Minnesota with a 28. A 43. And that is going to be 8 runs. The White Sox with a 12. 36. And that's 4 runs. So Minnesota will win the game. Detroit taking on Cleveland. The Bird is on the mound for the Tigers. Detroit with an 11. 12. Yuck. That's only going to be 1 run for the Bird. Cleveland has a 3. 21. And that's a tie game. So we have extras here. Detroit clutch of 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. Cleveland clutch of 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 runs goes to Detroit. They will beat the Tribe. So that's going to be a 6-1 win for the Tigers. Boston taking on the Yankees. Boston with a 9. 22. And that's only 2 runs. Yankees with a 14. 63. The Yankees just continue to run away with this division. They beat Boston twice. already, and that's a win for the Yankees. They're pretty much, I'm almost ready to declare them American League East champions already. It'll be the third straight replay that I've done where the Yankees have won the division. Kansas City taking on Oakland. Kansas City with a 12-25, and that is 3 runs. Oakland with a 10-62. That's going to be 7 runs. Oakland will beat the Royals. Cincinnati and Atlanta in a doubleheader. Reds have a 15-64. That's going to be 9 runs. That should win. Atlanta only has a 5. They did roll good, though, 61, but that's only going to be 5 runs. The Reds will win game 1. Game 2, Cincinnati has a 20. The big red machine on all cylinders. 22, that is 4 runs. The Braves have a 7-23, and that is 2 runs. And the Reds will take both games from the Braves. San Francisco at Houston in a doubleheader. Game 1, Giants with a 15, and that is 2 runs. The Astros have a 14-22, and that is 3 runs. Houston will win game 1. Game 2, the Giants with an 8-26, and that is 2 runs. Astros have a 15-25, and that is 4 runs. The Astros will take a doubleheader from the Giants. Mets taking on the Expos. Mickey Lolich on the mound for the Mets. The Mets have an 18-64. There we go. That's going to be 10 runs. And Montreal has a 5. There's no way they can win this. That's a 31, and that is 2 runs. And I have another happy recap for my Mets. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia in a doubleheader. Phillies are way behind in games. They're going to be seeing a lot of doubleheaders coming up. Pittsburgh, game 1 with an 11-32, and that is 3 runs. Philadelphia has a 13-23, and that is also 3 runs. Extra innings. Pittsburgh has a clutch of 0, so they get a 2. Philadelphia, a -4. A 5. Nope, that's going to be a win for the Pirates, and they're going to win that game 4-3. Game 2, Pittsburgh at Philadelphia. Pittsburgh with an 8-45, and that is 4 runs. Philadelphia with a 15-54, and that is 7 runs. So the Pirates and the Phillies will split a twin bill. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers have a 5-11, that's a 0. San Diego with a 6-24. That'll give them a win, 2-0 win for the Friars. Game Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs with a 14. We have this game tomorrow. Cubs with a 14-32, and that is 4 runs. The Cardinals have a 13-24, and that is 3 runs. That's going to be a win for the Cubs. So the Mets do pretty good as the Cardinals lose a couple games that they're chasing the top 3, and the Mets gain pretty much a little closer to the Phillies, but the Pirates, though, continue to win. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Rick Russell for the Cubs. Lynn McLaughlin for the Cardinals. He was the pitcher when the Cardinals put 22 on the board. Every time I play the Cardinals, it's always a crazy game. Hopefully, well, who knows what we'll see tomorrow for tomorrow night's game. Steeler fan, Bears Den, Bob's Tabletop Sports, BB, Bears, BBBB, the Dr. Pepper, Uncle Dave Gardner. Let's see here. Sports Time Machine. Brian Patterson. Thank you all for joining Bob's Tabletop Sports. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys next time. It is the O's over the Brew Crew. 8-1 tonight. See you guys later. Take care.